Here is Oklahoma City, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. They've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself. And I'll tell you what, that was a golden one there.
And Udrich kicks to Green. Knocked away. Westbrook with the steal. Here's Jackson, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And I'm sensing, guys, this game really starting to swing their way.
To me, it seems like they're taking charge as their lead gets more and more comfortable.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Here's Udrich. 11-point game his last outing. Gasol dishes to Udrich. 5 on the clock. Here's Randolph. Here's Gasol. Up and in on the way up. Gasol's got his second bucket.
Well, he's been working hard to get good looks, and it's paying off for him early. You look at the Thunder, they're really the epitome of patience. They build through the draft model, constructing a contender with consistency and just a solid approach every day. That's why they are year in and year out so tough to handle.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the score by Oklahoma City. Here's Udrich. There's the bucket. Good. Udrich has got his first 2 points.
And they'd love to have a few more easy baskets like that to kind of set the tone for the rest of the game.
And for the Thunder and their success, of course, not just predicated on top picks, but Clark, you've always talked about this, the right kind of top picks.
The fit is so important. They've had great success with their picks. There's no denying that, and it's not easy to make that happen, but they've got a tremendous front office that does their homework, knows what they want in terms of talent and character and fit. And you've got to give a little nod to luck and fortune here. I mean, not all of it. I mean, some of it, you know, it's not always all science. There's a little art involved in this thing too, but they've got quality people making good decisions, and it's paying off on the court.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group, and a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Ibaka. Collison comes in for Andre Robertson. Perry Jones, he's checked in for Waiters. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Jackson.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Calathes, no luck.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
With the fadeaway. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And it was so important for their bench to come in and play well in that game. I thought that was critical to the victory.
Well, they got contributions up and down the roster, and that's what you need. Everybody who stepped on the floor contributed.
Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Now here's Allen, averaging 8 points a game. Pass to Kufis. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Again, Memphis.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Knicks in New York.
Well, they were in foul trouble throughout that game, guys, and made things awfully hard on themselves as a result.
Yeah, it forced them to go much deeper into their rotation than they would have liked to, and that's always tough.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Here's Calathes. An 11-point game for him in the win against Denver. That drive by Carter. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the offense is getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layups. Earn it from the line.
And the second free throw, good. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Westbrook kicks to Jones. Feeds it to Morrow. Got it off in time. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Boy, ends the quarter with a dead-eye 3 as the buzzer sounds.
They had that set up, I think, Steve, and he timed it perfectly.
On Tap next Monday, February 2nd.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And they're getting good balance offensively, too, because they're starting to knock down that mid-range jumper.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Jackson. He's out there with Smith. Perkins is out there with Anthony Morrow. The Grizzlies, grit and grind, known for being old school. Post you up and lock you down type of basketball team.
Yeah, and that front court rotation, boy, the envy of the league, in my opinion. It's a big part of what makes this team really go.
Allen drives in, out left to the wing, just 4 to shoot. Calathes gets the bucket.
Gotta love the inside-out game there, guys.
And so here is Oklahoma City. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, Serge Ibaka is now a two-way presence. Of course, an intimidating shot blocker, but also a great complementary piece offensively. Kevin Durant said he's a guy that excels playing off of others. He gives himself up, sets great screens. He shifts the defense with his hard rolls to the basket, and you have to respect his jumper. Kevin, back to you.
He stretched his range out beyond the arc, Doris. Thanks.
But guys, for the Grizzlies, a new ownership group, and it seems maybe some tweaks to their identity. They'd look to spread the floor a bit more and pick up the tempo. But the results last season were pretty good.
Some changes for Memphis. Lee comes in for Allen, and it's Udrih in for Nick Calathes. Here's Udrih, guarded by Jackson. Udrih can't hit.
And, you know, the Grizzlies last season, I thought they did pick up their pace slightly, but they were still a team at the bottom of the league in that regard in terms of fast break points and pace of play. It's really hard to get away from who you've been for so long. This is more of a half-court, grinded-out team.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw tonight. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Courtney Lee is on the wing to stop the run, and he drops that one in. Lee's got his first points of the night.
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
There's the pass to Morrow. Jarrett, and there's another one for the Thunder.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points, I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
Here's Udrih. Here's the dish to Gasol. Another shot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Personal foul. First team foul.
For Memphis, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. First free throw is good.
You know, the Grizzlies are the kind of team that perhaps fans around the league can overlook or undervalue or even forget about at times, but they're always going to be there because they're tough, they're physical, and they're talented. Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
The drive by Jackson. Back to Waiters. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Waiters got 5 points so far. Guys, as you were talking about, Memphis not a big budget franchise or one with a history that runs so deep that often fans overlook them.
That may be true, but it's given the Grizzlies a very underdog attitude that I think the franchise and the team and the fans have embraced.
Deflects the pass. Here's Ibaka, and he goes in for the dunk.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
Gasol setting the pick for Lee. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, the NBA is a talent league, and it's hard to win in the NBA without superstar talent. And the Thunder are fortunate to have 2 superstars in Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Those 2 give them a chance to win no matter who they're facing up against or where they're playing.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Jones checked in for Perkins, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Jackson. Back to Westbrook. Again, Oklahoma City.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
The Grizzlies trail by 18. And you look at the star talent for Oklahoma City, the eternal what if. Steve, how would this team be different if they'd held on to James Harden?
Well, that's the question. I mean, to have 3 superstars, they would have been unstoppable offensively. As it is, they're hard enough to guard. But, you know, that's a question that will remain, you know, forever unanswered.
He kicks to Robertson. Raiders against Green. Now the feed to Robertson. And the Thunder, another 3.
Just putting on a passing display out there.
Well, just add another fantastic assist to the highlight reel for this guy.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Kufis checked in for Gasol. John Lure comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Carter in for Jeff Green. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. You know, Steve, a lot of teams look at this Thunder franchise as a model, you know, of how to go about building a team that can compete for a title through the NBA draft.
Well, it's a good model to follow, but you need some luck, Kevin. I mean, Kevin Durant fell into their lap. If they don't get the 2nd pick in the lottery, and if Greg Oden doesn't go first to Portland, none of this happens. So, yeah, great planning, and they've had a terrific effort to put all this together. But it really comes back to getting Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
59 seconds left to play in the first half. Lee outside. And it's Carter penetrating, and the rejection by Ibaka. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Allen's checked in for the Grizzlies. Nick Calathis comes in for Beno Udrih.
Nick Calathis.
Carter down low. He's guarded by Waiters. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Kufis.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Kicks it to Jones. Poked loose. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Can't get it to fall. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Roberson the pass to Ibaka. There's the 3.
Shot clock is off. This should be the last possession of the quarter.
That's what they should have in mind here.
Pass to Westbrook. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, last game he turned in a really nice performance at the charity stripe.
Yeah, it really stands out when you look back at the numbers from now on.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or to become alarmed about it.
Nick Calathis.
That drive by Carter. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Grizzlies shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And over the course of the season, guys, they've shot a very respectable 78% from the line.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. And no good trying to get that one. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Oklahoma City out in front, leading